Hello and welcome to the presentation of IG's Material Planning and Production Management product for Sage 100 ERP. This recording is to demonstrate how quantity required to produce or purchase is calculated in the Material Planning and Production Management product based on existing sales orders or minimum, max, or EOQ set up by item. Program is accessed from the Material Production Planning menu. The program contains three sections. The selection section up here, the grid area where items are loaded, and the actions area where the different actions could be taken based on the values entered into the grid, such as generating work orders, purchase orders, auto scheduling work orders, so forth. Items are loaded by clicking on the Proceed button. In the selection criteria, in one hand, we have the starting and ending numbers for different material planning codes. Planning codes are added to the inventory master file, so we have the ability to set the group items into different planning codes, maybe Monday mornings, once a month, EOQ, items based on EOQ versus based on sales orders that are in the system. Machine codes, different order number ranges, so you have the ability to calculate your demand based on all orders that you are to ship through Friday or any day of the in the future. As far as fields that set the behavior of the program as to how the values are calculated, the first value is show items with zero required quantity. The default is unchecked, which it's to load only items with the requirements into the grid. So here, every item loaded has a demand. If you check this item, then also the item with zero demand would be loaded into the grid. And the next field is calculate quantity for item level. At item level, again, the default is unchecked, which loads one line for the item into the grid as opposed to loading a line for each warehouse. The default as a warehouse to use is set up in the warehouse code maintenance program. Sort by manufacturing code. Here you have the ability to group your items again in the sales order in the inventory maintenance program. They assign them a different priority code. So if you like to manufacture your VIP items first before the FGs, you can assign them the different priority codes such that the VIP items display first in the grid. Here we have three fields that deal with sales orders, include items based on sales order selections only. So if you're doing your planning only force made to order items, you can check that, and it will calculate the demand only based on the values on sales orders and not the minimum and maximum. Of course, you also have the option of loading items into the grid based on the MRP code, but have the system also add items from the sales order into the grid. Here, if you can enter machine code for items that do not have a machine entered in the system for them, and you can, if you're planning on doing auto scheduling, you can enter the starting date and time to start the scheduling. You have the item number, warehouse vendor number. The main warehouse vendor number is loaded from the inventory file. You have the ability to change it. That vendor number is used if you click on auto generate to generate purchase orders and stuff. Please note that you have the ability to click on this buttons here to do item inquiry or view the bill of material file or the where used, or view the vendors for a given item and the ability to change that. You also have the ability to view the available molds and the machines here in the grid. As far as the values calculated, you'll see the quantity on hand, required, back order, unpurchased order, on work order, quantity required for work orders, quantity available based on the transactions, any changes to the quantity based on the demand based on this MRP run. So if you have a quantity entered here or a quantity is calculated based on the min-max, and this item happens to be a component, what will be the demand based on this run, the total MRP quantity requirement, and then if the min-max values are taken into account, the quantity is calculated. So you have the ability to check any line that you want to include in the run. Your options are generate purchase order, only items that in the flagged in the inventory file as buy would be included. Generate manufacturing would create work orders for the items. Auto scheduling would schedule the work orders for the items. Thank you for viewing the demonstration material planning product. For additional demonstration, please view the other recordings online or contact IIG for a detailed demonstration of the product. Thank you.